Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is DAYSDRTEA. I'm so happy to have you. Welcome, 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 welcome. As you can tell by the title, this video is a little different. This is not about Big Brother. This is not about the challenge, nothing like that. This is my horror story with trying out a dating app. Now, by no means am I telling you guys not to try out a dating app, because what may not have worked for me might just work for you. I'm just saying the shit ain't worked for me. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get our cups. And let's get into it.
All of these detours, I cannot be sure if this is the right way, but I stay on pace. Yeah, I'm on my way. Tell them I'm on my way. On my way, on my way, on my way. I'm on my way, on my way. Tell them I'ma get there, shortly.
Okay, so a little bit about my dating history. Let's back up for a minute. Some of you know, but those of you who don't, I was with my daughter's father for 8.5 years, on and off. But when my daughter was a month old, I finally decided to walk away from the relationship, and that's a whole nother video for another day. We'll talk about that in another video. But anyway, I walked away, and when I walked away, I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna focus on me and my daughter and my career, and that's it. I don't want no boyfriends, no new friends, no nothing. I just wanna, just me, my daughter, and Jesus. That's all I got time for, right? So, yes, it started to get to my friends and my family members, because they were like, Davon, like, you need to date. Like, it's time. It's time for you to date. It's time for you to give somebody a chance. Like, we see dudes try to talk to you all the time. Like, guys tried to talk to me often, and my thing was, oh, thank you. That's so sweet, but no, thank you. Like, I'm not dating, not nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Like, 8 years? Child. I'm not doing a damn thing, but focusing on Davon and Cadence and Jesus. That's all I got. So, my mom, my mom had like this long talk with me one night, and she was just like, Davon, like, the man of your dreams is not just gonna show up at your door. You're not gonna meet his ass at Walmart. So you need to get up and put yourself out there. Like, go out, like, go hang out. And I'm like, I can go hang out, but that don't mean I gotta, find a man while I'm out. Why I can't just chill? Like, just let me chill. I just want to chill. And so, everybody was getting frustrated. Jason was always like, you need to get a man. Parker was like, you get a man. You need to get a man. So that's how we get to the dating app. So one night we're all out. It's me, Parker, Jason, Chris Sanchez, the Uber Facts guy, LaJuan, and I'm pretty confident that Michelle was in town. I'm not sure, but I'm almost pretty confident Michelle was in town. And we tearing up West Hollywood. That's the squad. So when we get together, it's a hot ass mess. Like, that's the squad right there. So we're in West Hollywood, and we go to this restaurant. Now we're sitting down at the little table, and Parker decides he wants to have this big brother, little sister conversation with me about my love life. And I'm like, yo, I'm good. Like, I'm just chilling. He's like, no, you're not good. It's time for you to start dating. Like, you're a great mom. You got a great head on your shoulders. You're intelligent. He was like, you out here doing your shit. He was like, but it's time for you to start dating. And I was like, nah, I just want to chill. Like, just leave me alone. Let me chill. So he's like, cool. You don't want to go out? I'm going to show you how to do this shit at home. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So he takes my phone and he downloads the Bumble app. And I'm like, oh no, she don't swipe shit. I ain't swiping a damn thing. Hell no, we ain't doing none of that. So he lets me know, because I'm instantly like freaking out, because I've heard horror stories about Tinder and other dating apps and things like that. So I'm like, I don't want like any of that stuff. Like, I don't feel like my husband is going to be on this dating app. Like, I'm not trying to do that. So he says, this is Bumble though, sis. Like, this is the more professional version of Tinder. This is the better version. There's no crazy people on here because everybody is professional. This is what he said. So I ignored the app. Like, for 2 weeks, it just sat on my phone. And I didn't pay it any attention. I scroll right past the shit. Like, didn't even pay it any attention. So one night, I'm at home and I'm bored and it's late. You know how you have them I'm at home, it's late, and I'm bored moments, and you find yourself doing some shit you know you ain't got no business doing? I got on the app. Some shit I know I ain't had no business doing. So I get on and I'm scrolling or whatever, and I see this dude. I'm like, oh shit, he fine. Ooh, he fine. he was a snack on snack on snack, like fine. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So I go through his pictures and then I go and see what his occupation is. And then, I just look at his bio. He cracked some kind of corny joke. I was like, cool. He got a sense of humor. Corny, but still a sense of humor. Like, at least I know he's not uptight. So I'm like, cool. Fuck it. Let's do it. So I swipe and turns out like we're a match. So I reach out. Hey, what's up? And he like almost instantly responded back. And I was like, what you doing up late? Like, I know him, right? Like, conversation. Like, what you doing up late? And so he goes, just bored and, decided to open up the app and see what's going on. But I'm glad I did because I was able to talk to you. And I'm like, I'm glad you did too with your fine ass. So we're talking back and forth. Now, two things I don't discuss when I first meet people. My child and the fact that I'm a part of this crazy ass reality TV world. Like, I really just want to not discuss those two things until I'm confident that a person is going to be around me. Like, you don't need to know about my daughter. She ain't none of your business. You don't need to know about my reality TV business. That ain't none of your business. Like, just get to know me right now. You know what I mean? So, we don't talk about none of that. We don't talk about the show. None of that stuff. Nothing about Big Brother. Like, nothing. Because at this time, it was just Big Brother. I hadn't done the challenge yet. So, none of that stuff, right? We're just having conversation. We're having the icebreaker conversation. Well, what happened in your last relationship that made it fail? Oh, okay. Well, what type of men are you into? What are you attracted to? Like, things like that. We're, that dumbass get to know you conversation shit. We're talking about that stuff. And it's good conversation. He's cracking jokes. He's making me laugh. I look up. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning. We've talked for all of this time. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to sleep. My child will be up. I'm saying this to myself. My child will be up in like an hour. Cadence, 6:30 on the nose. What's up, Ma? Like, she up. So I'm like, I gotta get some sleep before my baby get up. So I let him know. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep because it's getting late, but it was a pleasure talking to you. He says likewise, and I hope to talk to you soon. Cool. So the next day, I get consumed with shit. And I, again, forget about the app. And like for 3 or 4 days, I don't mess with the app at all. And then I finally was like, oh shit, oh boy, let me go, check. And so I get on the app and sure enough, he had sent me a couple of messages like, hey, hope you're okay. I thought our conversation the couple nights ago was cool. Shit like that. So the last message says, well, I don't know if I'm going to talk to you again, but if you decide you're going to get back on the app and you see this message, here's my number. Hopefully you use it. I'm not, because I don't know you well enough for you to have my number, but I will send you a message back, but we ain't finna do this phone exchange. I think the fuck not. So I hit him back up. I was like, hey, sorry, I was, had a lot going on this week. Shit like that. And he responds back and goes, hey, beautiful. Like, man, I thought that you. And so we start talking again. So immediately he goes, well, look, this is a dating app. So why don't we go on a date? And I was like, I stretched that invitation out for like a week. I stretched that shit out for a week. I didn't respond. Like, I talked to him, but it was over that question. Like, I never answered it for like a week straight. So eventually, again, he was like, I noticed that you didn't answer my question, and so I'm going to present it to you again. Would you like to go have dinner with me? And so I was like, you know what, Davon, go. Go. That's why you're on here, to date. So go on the date and see what happens. So I hit him back and I'm like, okay, we can do Saturday night. So he hits me back and, he goes, what'd he say? Oh, he was like, send me your address and I'll come pick you up. And I was like, oh, no. I said, no. I said, no, you can send me the address of the restaurant and I'll meet you there. Tip, ladies. When you're going on a date, make sure you take your own vehicle, okay? Especially if it's a first-time date and there's some shit, especially over the internet, like a dating app of somebody you ain't never met, never seen, never nothing. Take your own car, because if shit go left, you can get your keys and go right to your car, okay? So, yeah, I was like, oh no. I was like, I can meet you at the restaurant. Just give me the the address, and I'll meet you there. So he put laugh out loud. Okay, that's cool. I see you playing it safe. I said, as always. I don't know, you fine. So he sends me the address of the restaurant, and I go look it up, and and immediately I felt like, oh, what's her name? She's in that video where she's at the theater and dude is ordering his stuff and he gets it a large and she go, a large? Oh, he got money. That's how I felt when I saw the restaurant. I was like, oh, he got money. Wow, and he's fine. Hold on. Like, it was hilarious. So I get to the restaurant, and first of all, back up. I tell my girls, like, I'm going on a date. And I told my mom, like, Mom, I'm going on a date. And before I knew it, Saturday, everybody was at my door like this. And when I tell you, my girls came in, they did my hair, makeup was snatched, outfit was who. They were like, bitch, you're not coming back single. Go get that man and bring him back. And I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I just want to go and have some food and get to know him and then come home still single. So I just want a date. So they get me together. I look gorgeous, okay? I got real gorgeous for this date. So I get there and, valet take my car, whatever. I walk into the restaurant. He's already there. So I spot him and I see him and he looks like he looks in the pictures. Fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I walk over to him, and you see him. His motherfucker lit up like Christmas. He was just so happy to see me. I was excited. That made me happy. So I get there, and I get to the table, and he stands up. He pulls out my chair. He gives me these roses, and he had already ordered some champagne. And so, open the champagne. We start drinking. And we're talking. We're having a good conversation. Like, it's going good. I'm really smiling because I'm like, damn, okay, this dating thing might not be that bad. If the dudes that I come across are like him, they might not be that bad. Like, this dating thing might be cool. So we're talking, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm ready to eat. So let's go ahead and look at this menu. And he was like, oh, I would order for you, but let me see what you pick. And I'll see if it's what I thought you would pick. So I'm like, okay, all right. So I put my head down to look at the menu. And I'm looking at the menu, and he says to me, hey, beautiful, look up real quick. And I think in my mind, he about to feed me something. He about to say some sweet, slick, Billy D. Williams, Denzel Washington type shit to me. I'm getting excited. So I look up at this motherfucker, and it's a camera in my face, okay? Phone, like this, all in my face. And he talking about, I told y'all I was going to take her out. I told y'all, Day would say what's up. Day, say what's up. Yeah, say what's up. And I'm like, but I can't go off because he got the camera. And I'm just like, okay, Devon, don't act the fool on this camera. Don't act the fool on this camera. So I'm just smiling, and I'm just looking at this motherfucker like, did you really just pull out this camera? Oh, I'm just sitting here. Are you serious right now? And he was like, babe, they didn't believe me. They was like, ain't no way you taking out Mama Day from Big Brother. Like, there's no way. And I'm like, so I'm boiling. Like, I'm pissed. Like, oh. Okay, so I got to play it cool because, again, the cameras are rolling. And the camera is rolling. And I don't want to look crazy on this man's video. So I'm like, well, why don't you go ahead and put the camera up so we can finish our date? This man turns the camera to himself and proceeds to say, all right, y'all. Bae want me to get off the phone. She feel like I'm neglecting her. Y'all know how it is when your girl feel like you neglecting her. So let me go ahead and get off this phone. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. I just wanted to let y'all know it was real. young man, whose man are you? When the hell did you become my man? You don't belong to me. What you mean? Like, I'm having the hardest time trying to process this shit. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what is going on? So now at this point, I'm like, Devon, get your shit, get your car keys. It's time to hit it, because he's obviously crazy. So I'm like, you knew me from Big Brother and you never said anything? And he was like, well, I mean, I didn't want you to think that I was a fan or something like that. I said, but you are, Blanche. You are a fan. So he goes, well, you know, I've only messaged you on Instagram a couple of times. You know, it was nothing like that. But I mean, clearly Bumble is where we were supposed to meet. And I'm like, oh, fuck this. I gotta go. So I start to stand up and I put my hand on the table like this and start to get up. And when I get up, he reaches across and grabs my hand. Oh, sir, you got the right one. Oh, you got the right one. So when he grabs my hand, he goes, hold up. Now I done brought you to this expensive ass restaurant. The least you could do is sit down and have dinner with me. So I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, but it's about to get real. So I snatched my hand away from him and I'm like, listen, don't do that. I'm just going to get my stuff and I'm going to go ahead and go home. And so I see him stand up. So when he stands up, I slowly start taking my heels off, because I like, if he charged me, oh, if he come over here, it's going to be a problem. So let me take these shoes off so my balance can be on point. Like, understand. So at this point, people on the outside are starting to look at our table. So I guess somebody signaled for the waiter to come over. So the waiter comes over and the waiter is like, ma'am, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm good. I said, you need to check on this motherfucker right here. And so they get him to sit back down. And I'm like, you know what? Before you leave, I said, I'm going to go ahead and order. And dude's like, what you mean you going to go ahead and order? I thought you was finna leave. I said, I know you didn't got to drive all the way to this motherfucking restaurant. And I'm not going to leave with some food. You're crazy. So I put my order in. And I told him to pack it up so I could take it home. He was like, well, I'm not paying for it. I said, oh, baby, I got my own money. I said, but it should go on your tab for the way you acting. And so this other lady in the back was like, I know that's right. So he was like, I'm going to pay for her food. I'm going to pay for her food. So I get my food to go. He pays for the food. And then this old lady walks up to me. Gorgeous old lady. She walks up to me. She go, I ain't mad at you, baby. You all right with me? And I was like, thank you, ma'am. I'm sorry you had to see that. It just all caught me off guard. And she was like, oh, no. You handled it a lot better than I would have right now and in my day. I said, oh, I know that's right, girl. So I start to walk to the valet so I can get my car. And he comes behind me. He was like, you know, you mind if I wait with you? And I'm like, oh, never mind. I tell valet, I said, hold my car. It's cool. Like, hell no. It's cool. Hold my car. And so I was like, but you can go get his. And so they bring his car. And he was like, well, it was nice meeting you. I said, So he goes, and I noticed that he parked on one of the side streets. So I'm like, oh, so you about to try to follow me home. Okay, I'm going to take your ass home, all right. So I get on the phone, I call one of my friends, and I'm like, I'm on my way. And he was like, what? I said, I'm on my way. And so I get to driving, and he starts following me. I said, yep. Come on, because I'm about to take your ass right to the hood. I'm about to take you straight to an ass whooping. So come on and follow me. Let's go. So we driving, and he's following me. Sure enough, he's following me. So I'm like, okay. So I turn off the freeway, and I get onto the main streets, and he's following me on the main streets. And I'm like, okay. So I get to where my friend's house is, and I hook that turn. And he must have knew that turn was going to take him right to his destiny. So he turned the other way. And when I say I haven't seen or heard from that man from that night to this, haven't heard anything. And that experience was just like, I could never do another date nap. I don't give a damn. I could never do another dating app. I don't give a damn. Never. Are you crazy? I had this man stalk me. Oh, wait a minute. So remember when I told y'all, he said, I messaged you on Instagram a couple of times with the whoop. That was playing in my head that night when I finally got home. So I get home and I go into my DMs. I'm scrolling. I'm looking for his face, and I find it. And sure enough, 20-something messages of him. Oh, hey, beautiful. Hope you have a good day. Oh, hey, wish I could meet you one day. You mind following me back? Oh, it's so good to get up and see your face. Oh, and I'm like, are you serious? Really? What type of, are you serious? So, block, block, block. You'll never see this again, ever, ever. So I blocked him on everything and deactivated the account, the Bumble account. And, you know, in my mind, I cussed Parker ass out all that, and I cussed him out so bad. Like, professionals? This is where the professionals are? And lost your damn mind, too. I was pissed. Pissed. I don't even think he still know this story. I don't know. But pissed. I was hot. So I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. If you guys want more stories like this, please let me know by... Hold up, sis. Wait a minute. That was a... Hold up. Okay. Hold up. Okay, there we go. Let me know. Anyway, if you want more videos like this one, please let me know by liking this video, subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and leaving me some comments below. Like, let me know some of your dating horror stories. Like, I can't be the only one. I know I'm not the only one. So, yeah, I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching me talk. Yeah, until our next video, inhale positive energy. Exhale the bullshit. Raise your glass. And have a sip.
Tell him I'm on my way. On my way, on my way, on my way. I'm on my way, on my way.